guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I've got the Bratz palette from the Bratz X Revolution collection. So if you guys want to see the palette, swatches, and a little look that I'm going to create, then go ahead and keep on watching. So yesterday I filmed and uploaded a review of the Sasha palette. I will have it linked in the description box down below. Today we're looking at the main palette. So this is what the packaging looks like. And on the front there, we've got Sasha, aka Bunny Boo, Chloe, aka Angel, Yasmin, aka Pretty Princess, and then we've got Jade, aka Cool Cat. And this palette is made of metal, and it's giving me the Patricia Bright palettes kind of vibe. So I'm hoping that the formula is going to be similar because I do really love that formula. I have had a little sneaky peek in here, and if I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look like the formulas are going to be the same. I haven't swatched them or anything, but it's just something that I'm getting from looking at the shades. So I'm going to open it up for you guys. This side always gets stuck. There we go. So this is what the palette looks like. And this palette retails for £20. And this is the shades inside here. Honestly, when I did take that sneaky peek, I thought to myself, I am going to be in trouble here because I'm just not seeing a look here. I'm going to put it closer so you guys can see the colours clearly. But yeah, there aren't enough matte shades, and I said this about the Sasha palette yesterday. So there are 27 shades in here and 10 of them are mattes. And honestly, I wouldn't mind having only 10 mattes if they were mattes that I feel like I could do a lot with, but we've got some very limited options here. So I think I'll swatch all of the mattes first, just so you guys can see what they are, and then I'll do the rest of the shades as well. So yeah, before I ruin all of the shadows with the swatches, I do really like that the matte shades have the bees imprinted onto the pans. I really like that. That's super cute. Okay, so these are all of the matte shades swatched on the back of my hand there for you. And I'm going to tell you guys the shades starting from this one right here. So this one right here is Shopping Spree. Then the lime green is Stylesville. Then we've got Midnight Dance and Rock Angels. And then if we go down to the bottom with that navy colour, we've got Fashion Pack, Jade, Oh You Boys, Feeling Pretty, My Girls, and All Together, which is this deeper shade over here. So as you guys can see, the matte shades, there's not a lot that we can do with these. I don't know if it's just me personally, but yeah, I don't feel like there's a lot that I can do with these. I feel like I'm going to struggle a little bit today. I did struggle yesterday, but you know what? The struggle is real. Struggle is real. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch the shimmers on my other hand. Okay guys, so these are the shimmery shades. They were actually quite nice to swatch, I'm not going to lie. I didn't have too many issues with them. I preferred the formula of the shimmers to the mattes. The mattes were a little bit inconsistent for me. Some of them swatched really nicely and others were a little bit more powdery. But starting at the wrist here, we've got Chloe, Sasha, Yasmin, Diamonds, Passion, Fashion, Funky, Tweegles, Super Stylin', Funkalish, Convertible, Doll, Magazine, and Pretty and Punk, which is that sort of gunmetal shade that we've got at the end there. These are all of the shimmers, minus the three in the middle. And then these are our matte shades. I didn't swatch the three oval ones that we've got in the center, and I'm going to swatch them now. I suppose these ones could be used as highlighters if you were in that kind of mood. But judging by these swatches, they're not really shades that I would use except for that last one. So these three right here at the top are the middle shades. So we've got, starting at my knuckles, Accessorize, Halo, and Gratitude. A lot of these shades are calling out to me, but I just don't see them working together. So I'm going to see what I can come up with. But so far, the swatches aren't too bad. I want to see how pigmented those matte shades are though, because I'm not sure how I feel about them just yet. So let's go ahead and prime our lid. I'm using my P. Louise base in the shade 2.5. So I really want to use the shade Tweevils here. So I'm going to try and work around that and pick shades that I think are going to work well with it. But yeah, like I said, the mattes there's not a lot. There's not a lot to choose from. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in with a purple, and it's this shade over here called Feeling Pretty. And I think this is what I'm gonna use in my crease. And see how I get on with that shade. I feel like this is very similar to the shade that I started off with from the Sasha palette yesterday. But yeah, again, just like yesterday, the pigment is there. And so is the blendability. That's looking good so far. I wish there was a pink matte in here, like a hot pink matte, because I think that would have been really, really nice. I was going to go in with the lighter purple here, My Girls, or that pinky type shade Jade, but something is just giving me ashy about them. I don't know if I want to use them. Yeah, I'll try My Girls, which is the first purple one that I showed you guys, and see if I like that. Just because I want a shade to sort of make that first purple that we put down less harsh. Okay, My Girls isn't a bad shade to use for this, so I'm going to stick with My Girls. And I'm using the same brush. I don't know, I did this yesterday as well, but yeah, I could probably use a different brush for this, but I'm here now and I'm committed to the cause. You know what, it's not super terrible, so I'm just gonna leave it, and I'm gonna deepen the outer V with this navy shade, and it's called Fashion Pack. Again, I don't know, same brush, but it's alright. I'm just tapping that on ever so gently. I don't want it to turn like navy blue, but more like a deep purple. Does anyone in the UK remember the Bratz birthday cake? I don't even know what year it was that cake was, like, everyone had it at their birthday party, and it was a really, like, at the time, I don't know, it seemed like a good idea to have a really dark navy cake, but in hindsight, I don't know if it was the best looking cake. I just got it because it had the Bratz on it. I feel like I'm doing a lot now. I feel like I'm doing a lot. So we're going to get into the main crease area. And I'm going to start at the outer V actually. And I'm going to use this shimmery shade right here. And it's called Super Styling. And yesterday's shimmers did quite well on a brush. So I'm going to see if these do the same thing. I feel like it's looking like a no right now. I mean, some of that colour's pulling through. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's definitely there. But I'm just blending, which is like a shimmery purple kind of, into the outer V area. Okay. Yeah, the shade isn't doing bad on the brush, and it's not as shimmery as I thought it was going to be, which is not a bad thing, because I think it's going to make, or I'm hoping it's going to make the Tweevil shade stand out that much more. But again, you know, the lashes are going to come in and they're going to do their thing. Okay, so I've put down that purple shade, which is like the shimmer you can see. I'm literally just going to flip this brush over and go into this hot pink shade over here, which is Tweevil's. Which, if you know, you're not a Bratz fan, it's Twin Evils. If I remember that correctly, I'm pretty sure that's what that meant, but it was these two twins in there, and they had like nose jobs and everything, and they worked with this woman called Bardine, and yeah, anyway. That pink is not actually doing as much as I thought it would do, and that might be because I'm using a brush to apply. So let me see what happens if I switch to the finger. Yeah, so the formula isn't what I thought it was going to be. You know, I was hoping for Patricia Bright palette levels, but it's definitely not giving that. I am seeing some of my lid poking through this Tweedle shade. So yeah, I'm not really keen on the formula of this particular shade. I'm not sure if the other ones would do the same, but yeah, I'm not keen on this formula, which is a shame. So we're gonna move on and we're gonna do the inner corner. I considered using this shade here, Yasmin, but I don't know. This one just seems a bit more bright. So I really want to brighten up that inner corner. And hopefully it's gonna pick up on this brush. It's not looking like it's gonna do an amazing... Yeah, it's not really picking up on the brush, which is a shame. It's like one of those crumbly ones, so you have to like pick up the crumbles and then sort of pat them out yourself. I'm like scooping up the little crumbly bits. I don't know if it's gonna focus and show you, but there's like little crumbly bits on the brush there, and then I'm placing them, and then I'm just spreading them out. The look isn't looking terrible actually. It's kind of cute, and the lashes obviously, it's got to snatch everything up together. But this lower lash though, you know, I might just stick with that deep purple shade that we used in the beginning, Feeling Pretty, and just go from there. So that's pretty much it for the look right now. I'm gonna go ahead, add the lashes and my eyeliner and everything, and show you guys how it all ties up at the end, and then I'll give you guys my final oh, actually, I think let's go ahead and try the Bratz shade as a highlighter. So this is this shade here, and I've just got my highlighter brush from Beauty Bay, and this is the Glow Up brush. So I'm just gently putting some of that on the brush here. I actually do think these were actually intended to be highlights, I'm not gonna lie, because that's a really nice gold shade, but I always do a gold highlight. Now I'm gonna go finish off the eye look and then I'll come back. Alright guys, so here is the finished look. I went ahead, added my lashes, a little bit of black eyeliner, and I do like the intensity of a black liner. It does just, it adds a little oomph to a look. So I really like how the look has turned out. I definitely struggled to come up with something to create with this palette just because of the limited mattes that we had. If I were to rewind and go back to the day that I purchased this palette, I wouldn't have purchased it. For me, it's more of a novelty item. It's one of those things that like you have just to have, but reach wise, I'm not going to reach for this palette unless it's for that orange shade, Sasha. I really like that orange shade, and it swatches really nicely as well. But if I'm going to go from the performance of the hot pink shade Tweedles, if the Sasha shade is anything like that, then it's not really going to work out for me. I feel like the palette is overpriced for the quality of the shadows. I'm not going to sit on YouTube and tell you guys that I love this palette when I don't. Because I don't. Like, I have no reason to lie. The blendability of the matte shades is a plus. I did really like working with them. There's just not enough that I can see. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe someone else with a more artistic eye would be able to do more with this, but for me personally, I don't know. I can't say that I would recommend this palette. It's like underwhelming. I don't know. Maybe if it was a cheaper palette, like £15, £12 maybe, then I would be a bit more for it. But since it's 20, I'm like, Am I being too harsh? Am I? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm being too harsh. This is just like how I feel. So I'm not, I can't even sugarcoat it. Yeah. As a concept, she was cute. She was definitely cute. But I think, you know, no launch is absolutely perfect. I don't think there's anything that I've seen. Have I used anything that I've just absolutely 100% loved? I don't know. But yeah, for someone out there, this is going to be their dream palette and they're going to absolutely fall in love with it. But for me, it has its pros and its cons. I feel like for me, there are more cons than pros. So that's where I stand with this palette. the likelihood of me picking it up again is very unlikely, but it was nice to revisit my childhood. I did really enjoy that aspect of this whole review process. But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Also leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, because I don't know, I don't like to have these one-sided conversations. I love to know what you guys think as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get on with a bunch of other stuff. So I'll see you guys in my next one.